Hi and welcome to this week's Why. Now this is a question that was asked of me a few weeks ago and it's a very valid question. So the question is, why do we get red-faced when we exercise, and more importantly, why do some people suffer from it more than others? So there's a number of things that happen when you exercise. To start with, you breathe faster, your heart rate increases and your blood vessels widen. Now that is because they are delivering more oxygen to your muscles because they are working harder. Blood vessels widen in all different places, and the ones that in your face, there's a lot of blood vessels in your face, and they widen to move heat away to the surface of your skin, to radiate heat out, to try and get rid of it. So that's the first part of the question. Why does your face get red when you exercise? Well, that's why, because your capillaries are open so that the blood passes by close to your face, so that we can get rid of some of the excess heat that is generated by your exercise. Faces have a high blood supply, so that's why it's noticeable there. If you go red in the face when you are exercising, that is actually a good sign because it means your cardiovascular system is working really well. So there's nothing to be afraid of in that element of things. However, there are some other things that can make this more noticeable and perhaps happen more often. So these are certain medications. For example, diabetes medications and high cholesterol medications can exaggerate this. Also, menopause medications can also exaggerate this, and spicy foods and alcohol, they can all make your face red and make you really feel really hot and all that sort of thing. Women are more prone to this than men because in general women sweat less than men. So the body needs to find another way of getting rid of that excess heat. So that's why women's faces tend to be more red than men's when they're exercising. Does not mean that you are less fit. It just means that your cardiovascular system is working really well. How can you improve this? Well, there are some ways. You can exercise in a cool place. So our gym has got really, really good air conditioning, so much so that us as the staff sometimes have to wear jumpers because it's so cold in there. And last night you stepped outside of the building and into the car park and it was warmer outside. So you've got no worries about being too hot in our building, let me tell you that for sure. Also, wear light clothing. I always would recommend the wicking type fabrics. Now that's what this t-shirt is, and I tend to wear this t-shirt when I'm massaging, for example, because massaging is hot work and the room has to be quite warm because the person who's being massaged can get quite cold. So wicking fabrics and light fabrics too that don't make you feel excessively warm. Also, keep well hydrated because dehydration is an unnecessary stress on the body. So make sure you're well hydrated and make sure you give plenty of time for a cool down. That is giving your body time to adjust to the different exercise load, and it's helping it to slow down again and move all that blood supply away from your face again. There's some other things also that can make it look a bit more exaggerated, and that unfortunately is if you've got fair skin, if you've like blonde hair, something like that. So if you're fair skinned, then the redness in your face is going to be more noticeable than someone else that is not fair skinned. And like I said, women are more prone to it than men. But don't be afraid, because a red face is a great sign, and it means that your body is doing a great job to get rid of your excess energy, and you are exercising at a level that is means you're working at a sustained fat loss level. So don't be afraid of that red face, because ladies, it's a fabulous sign. As always, thank you for watching, and if you have got a question for me, then you can ask me the next time you see me, or you can email it to ridingtohealth@gmail.com and head it with why question, and I'm quite happy to add that to a future why program. I've got a whole heap of why questions and they're all stacking up nicely, so you just feel free to email me and I'll add it to my list. Have a great weekend.